This is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. Hey, it's Bert. So I have to confess something to you. It's been pulling at my heart longer than I would like to admit. Here it is. Are you ready? I have had the worst attitude toward and about my children. And the worst part of it is they're picking up on it. You see, my husband has the kind of job where about 2 months out of the year, he is completely absent. Not there. His job takes him away from us. And I find myself struggling. We parent as a duo. So where I am weak, he is strong, and vice versa. The kids miss him. I miss him. He misses us. We're just all one big mess of missing that an integral part of our family, and that's Dad. My kids are still young, and so sometimes they don't know how to tell me that they miss their dad. They probably don't even realize that that's how they're feeling. What do? They take it out on me. I'm the main parental figure in the picture, and when you're used to a strong presence from both parents, the lengthy absence of one starts to really get under your skin. In my head, I know all of this. My mind knows that when they tell me I'm the meanest mom ever for not allowing them to watch TV endlessly, they don't really mean that I'm the meanest mom ever. And I know that when my almost 3-year-old is yelling and kicking me because I'm trying to change her diaper, she's not potty trained yet, and I'm not going to push it until she's ready. But she doesn't really mean to be physically hurting me. That's not her goal. I can even wrap my head around my preschooler telling me that she hates me. So my head understands all of these actions aren't really how they feel. I know that. If I were to die or leave my children, they would be heartbroken. And they simply don't understand the meaning behind the words they are saying. You know why? Because they don't even understand how they feel. They can't verbalize to me how they are feeling. But somehow in all of this inner emotional turmoil that I've been having, even though I thought I had been doing a really good job of hiding it, my preschooler, Kendall, told me this the other day. Mom's perfect day would be to not ever have to take care of her kids again. That's what she said. We were talking about what the perfect day would look like. And the fact that I've somehow given her the idea that caring for her is something that I don't like, well, it hurt a lot. How have I gotten to the point where I'm obviously so frustrated by my children that they are under the impression that I'd rather not be around them? If you ever need a reality check on your attitude, listen to how your children perceive you. The truth is that my attitude the last few weeks, it's been terrible. It has been terrible. I'm not happy. I have no patience or time for dinking around. I do expect, especially right now, that my kids just fall in line. And they better do it fast, like yesterday. I have been rolling my eyes. I do sigh heavily when I'm asked to get something for them. And in my head, I'm thinking, I cannot wait until I am not the only adult around who can get somebody a glass of milk. My loud sigh, though, what it tells my child is it is such a pain and burden to help you. I mean, even saying those words out loud, I'm just like, I've decided that what I need to do is I need to focus on joy and joy in parenting. Joy is all about perspective. My pastor actually said that in church the other day. Joy is all about perspective. Perspective. The truth is that this time right now, it's my most difficult time of year. It's a season, and in comparison to how my day is, how many days make up a year, it's hardly a blip on the radar. Are the days long and intense when my husband is working and is exhausted? Yes, they're very long and intense. Am I allowed to need to get a break every now and then? Absolutely. But should my kids know and understand how frustrated and burdened I feel? No, I don't think that they should. Now, I'm not saying that they should have this image of me as this superhuman person who's perfect, but I don't want for them to feel like my emotions and my happiness is dependent on them. I don't want them to take on that responsibility. I feel that it is not my happiness is not dependent on my kids. They're not responsible to make me happy. And I don't ever want them to feel that way. This time, it's not forever. It's really only about 8 weeks of my year, every year. And honestly, it could be a lot worse. You see, somebody always has it worse than you do if you look long and hard. Look at your Facebook feeds or your Instagram. You'll see somebody always has it worse than you. And I've been feeling of that truth convicted a lot lately. It doesn't negate my feelings, but it does bring a lot of perspective into my current situation. Perspective fosters joy. That's what I think. It really does. I can say that at the end of the day, you know what? Today wasn't a good day, but we're one day closer to my husband being home all the time. And that is cause to celebrate. So here's what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a little while now, and I want you to join me. So I'm going to take my joy back because I'm responsible for that. Not my kids, not their behavior. It's me. And I want you to join me. So every day at the end of the day, I am going to list 3 joys that I experienced in relation to my children. I want to encourage you to do the same. I feel like sometimes as moms, we focus on the negative rather than seeing the joy that our children and those daily tasks can bring to us. So rather than saying, oh, I have to read my kids like 5 bedtime stories because they're fighting over who gets to pick the book, I instead am going to say, hey, I have a captive audience with my kids and I'm reading them stories and they're cuddled up against me. It's all about perspective. It's taking that switch and flipping it on the other side. Because the only person who can control my attitude is me. I'm the only person who can control that. And part of that is perspective. And I want you to come with me. I want you to join me in this because I really think that it's going to make life easier. And in all honesty, life is hard enough as it is. We might as well do something to take control and empower ourselves to bring a little joy back into those things that we're doing every single day. So tweet at me if you use Twitter. I rarely do. I don't know why I said that. Sometimes I want to be cool like celebrities. Get in touch with me. Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Tell me, are you doing your 3 joys? We'll call it the 3 Joys Project. I want to hear if you're doing it, and I want to hear if it's changed your attitude the way it has changed mine. It's not going to be perfect. And above all else, always be kind to yourself. So always be kind. That's all we have. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to connect with me on bertmanderson.com and please visit our website, matriarchdm.com, for all of the show notes and to hear other awesome podcasts.